this episode we have only one topic, and that is the concept of micro-documentaries, coming up from Rotterdam, the Netherlands. Hello everyone and welcome to experimentQ weekly -2. Now, we're not in Rotterdam, as we said in the intro. We're back in Paris, and we decided to do this episode indoors with a better sound to have enough clarity to be able to explain what the concept of micro-documentaries means in general and for our project. So in a classical way, when a team or a person decides to do a documentary on whatever subject it might be, war, poverty, arts, education, and so on, they go around, they interview dozens or hundreds of people, they collect hundreds of gigabytes of data footage, and then they come back and they go into post-production where they edit all the material over a couple of months, and then they publish the documentary, which goes to some festivals and contests and so on. And we figured at experimentQ this is not really the workflow that we need, and it's not the best way to engage with our community. So that's why we switch from one monolithic classical documentary movie to weekly and bi-weekly updates from the field. It's like being in this room. The classic documentary is this chair. You don't see the background, which is the city of Paris. You don't see the context around. And to make our point, we're gonna give you a better outlook of what happens right here, right now. So you see, in this room, there are plenty of chairs. And if we take the camera and go around the window, you'll see the city of Paris, which adds to the context. This is a seminar room. It's in Tower Montparnasse, and it's at CRI Paris, which is an educational institution. Similar, if we think of all the 100 countries that we visit in the next year and 100+ interviews that we'll record with innovators in the education space, there are a lot of details of how these communities operate, how they live, how they think, what kind of research is behind them, what kind of personality do the teams have, and so on. So in our quest to bring you the best tools and science insights of what happens in the learning environment and the education system around the world, instead of having one monolithic movie at the end of 12 months, we decided that every week we're going to bring you 1 to 2 interviews that will be in audio format and video format. Besides the main interview, we're gonna shadow each project for 1 or 2 days, meaning if it's a school, we'll spend time in the school. If it's a community, we'll spend time with the community, maybe stay with them overnight, and record micro stories through Twitter and Instagram and Facebook to bring you insights as we are in the community, and give you also a chance maybe to do a live Q&A where you get to ask questions and we follow challenges and advices from you in real time. So that's, in a nutshell, the concept of micro-documentaries for us. With that, I also want to share the lesson of the week, which is connected to video storytelling. As you saw in weekly update -3, we used to create these videos and edit them with iMovie. And the last one was done with Adobe Premiere Pro, and it's a mess from the point of view of color correction, sound, linking different clips and musics and so on. But we've learned a ton this week and watched many tutorials and videos, and we try to get better at it. So these videos will come online quicker and with better quality. And if you have any feedback on how to improve this kind of format for the weekly updates, please reach out, subscribe, leave a comment below so we can get into a conversation with you and share better stories. In a similar way, if you want to see the background story of what we do, head to Twitter at experimentQ or Instagram at experimentQ, and also on the website experimentQ.org to see all the work that goes in the background of these stories. Thank you very much, and with this, see you and hear you in week -1, which means there will be only 1 week left before we head on our 12-month tour to document and to research the best innovations in the education space. We wish you a great week. All the best.